the structure of space-time through the wormhole, black hole nature of the proton, mineral structures, and then eventually, which is a higher complexity, like down the table of element, and then into like biological structures, like which is basically the minerals feeding back information so that they can self-organize in higher level of complexity. Water molecule being the main ingredient, and in interaction with the minerals, modulating the minerals, and that's really exciting. Like 2 weeks ago, there was a paper published at the Academy of Science showing that they are now able to prove, and this is something I've been saying for a long time, I'm so glad they're able to show it now, that actually it's the water molecules that are modulating the amino acid and the the protein that makes the DNA fold, so that actually the chemical changes that are happening in the body and all this stuff that makes the DNA take various relationships so that it encodes differently is actually the water that's making that happen, not, and not just the DNA on its own, which is constantly what's been studied instead of the water that packs the DNA. Where if you remove the water, nothing happens. I mean, there's a reason why life comes out of water, right? And it's the main ingredient that's actually modulating the minerals to eventually, so it's the conduit of the information through the structure of space-time that actually modulate the minerals just right, so that all of a sudden they're able to agglomerate and create structures that are able to talk with each other, and all this, all directed by the water structure. And this is why the brain is 90-some% water. The gray matter is actually very little of what's up there. And some people are actually born with very little gray matter, and that doesn't seem to affect them. Like, they still function absolutely normally. And that should be a clue that it's the water that's doing the thing. So now they're able to observe that. So that's really exciting.
We're going to take a look at the basis of life. Okay? This is it. Now you'll read that the proportionality is like 104.45 degrees on the dihydrous oxide molecule, i.e. water. The necessity for all life, but the actual angle is just a little bit different. And then we have the exact same triangle here, which forms the basis for all life in the universe, which is 108, 36, 36. The perfect incommencerability that gives life to the entire universe. Water, dihydrous oxide. And interestingly enough, okay, as I showed you, let's move back and forth here so we can understand what's going on. Let's actually just do it here. If I can draw it out perfectly enough, or close to perfect enough. Looking at this triangle, which is actually a little bit off here, we have 1, 1 with a base of phi, and the incommensurable, which occurs at 1 over phi. Which means we have phi as a base, 1, 1, and 1 here, right? You remember the incommensurable point? The point of incommensurability is not at the midsection of this central triangle. This is the Pythagorean triangle, by the way. This is the only damn Pythagorean triangle. By the way, when you actually take this single triangle and you make it incommensurate, then this triangle right here, we have infinite regression. Just like self-similarity in fractals, this is also a 108 by 36 by 36, just as the larger is a 108 by 36 by 36, right? So, but we have a base of phi here, 1, 1, and phi, but in the water we have the inverse. We have hydrogen and hydrogen. We have a base of 1 and 1, and the oxygen as phi. That which gives life. This is actually what the Pythagoreans were talking about when they talk about the upside down triangle of life. Instead of 1 and 1 being up here, it doesn't matter which way you look at it, right? You still got life, right? We have phi, 1, 1, with the angle of 36 degrees by 36 degrees by 108 degrees. This is the Pythagorean incommensurability, which gives life to absolutely everything in the universe. 1 over phi to the power of negative 3 equals phi cubed equals 1. Phi is to 1 as 1 is to phi. Phi is to 1 as 1 is to also phi cubed and phi squared. This is actually not my position. This is a mathematical necessity. It can't even exist any other way. I'm not able to draw the perfect logarithmic spiral, but you're actually able to see it here, like the nautilus shell. It's kind of hard to draw a perfect logarithmic spiral. We have 1 over phi, 1, and phi. We have incommensurability. Now, let's get back to this. The incommensurability of this. The midpoint is not here. That's not the this is the midpoint of the base. The incommensurate point is right here. Now we have 108 here, 36 here, 36 here. We have 108 here, 36 here, 36 here. This is incommensurability. This is also the only place at which the subsection of this triangle can exist to create the Pythagorean pentagram. So, let's go back to the Pythagorean pentagram. And what we was talking about, eugeia, eugeta, does not mean health or cleanliness. It means proportionality, ratio, perfection. On those super ancient coins that were found in Greece, were found on one side of the coin, this. Okay, hold on a second. We don't start there, we start here. Okay. Water, upsilon, or hydro, gamma or gaia, i.e. earth, iota or idea, forms, you mix earth. Okay, over here we have theta. We also, this is where we get the English term for thermal heat. We have over here earth, we have over here fire, up here we have upsilon, okay, hydro or water. Why would water be up here at top with air, A-E-R, not A-I-R, A-E-R, air. In other words, the ether, spiritus sancta, the soul, wow. The divine principle. Why would we have it up here? Water gives life, right? Let's think about that for a second, see if you can figure it out. Well, it makes sense to have ideas down here because with fire and dirt, i.e. Gaia, we are able to create things down here in the realm of human beings, right? Why the hell would water be up there? Why that? Well, we know why the air or the ether would be up here, the divine principle. And this is exactly how it's found on the ancient coins. Why would water, or hydro, or water be up here? I don't know if you've ever seen this neat stuff that comes out of clouds. It's called rain. In other words, the stuff that gives life to trees and plants and life and crops and your ass walking around is made out of a gigantic bag of water. You kind of see that stuff falling from the sky. That's why it's up here. So Hygeia, or Eugeia, or Eugeta, does not mean health. You've actually seen this. Well, an ancient Pythagorean coin, brass coin, it was found the word health. No, honey. Hygiene, oh, well, that means healthy. No. You have to go further back. Why are you healthy? Your body is in perfect proportionality, perfect ratio. Everything is singing in perfect harmony. Ha, 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 ha. It's not like, your body's not at a harmony. It does not mean health, does not mean harmony. This is what happens when stupid asses try to interpret the original meaning of metaphysical symbolism.
Aha!
And we're not talking any New Age crap here.
Thank
okay?
you.
Homie doesn't make videos about New Age craps, okay? You see a pentagram in this video? We ain't talking New Age stuff. We're talking about the ancient Greeks. I translate ancient Greek, okay? We're not talking about New Age crap. We're talking about the source, the real original source, the real original meaning of that New Age crap, okay? You get me on that one? Do you feel me? Do you feel me? Perfect proportionality.
Thank you, Mr. Wheeler.
1. Divide 1 unevenly. Divide each section again unevenly, and you will always end up with phi. 1, 1, and 1 over phi, which equals phi cubed. And the expression for the loss of inertia actually follows this. People think, well, it's a number. 1 over phi to the power of negative 3 equals 4.23606, which is what all of this is together. 1.618 plus 1 plus 1 plus 6.618
432
equals phi cubed, or 4.23606. This is not a number. Well, sure it is. 1 over phi to the power of negative 3 is 4.23606. No, that's an expression. You see, when I actually do that over 1, see, this is what people don't get. This is what people in math don't get. From the principle of true Pythagorean metaphysics, they think that this is a number. Well, if we finish this, then this equals, this. By the way, phi to the power of negative 3 is 0.23606, etc., etc., etc. They think that this is a number, i.e. 4.23. No, no, no. This is what math, this is a difference. This is a really key point that you were never taught in school or college. There's a huge difference between math. Let me draw this a little better. Phi over the power of negative 3. There's a huge difference between math. Math goes, well, I'm going to solve for this. 1 over phi to the power of negative 3 equals no. No, honey. You see this? When I actually put this underneath the 1, that's an expression. That means I'm taking this and I'm expressing it by means of incommencerability. This over this is an big frigging E. This is, listen up, boys and girls, this is what the Greeks called arithmos. Well, arithmetic, that means math. No, 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 no. No. Math is what modern Western society does. You plug crap into a calculator, you get an answer. You do this, divided by this, you get that. No, that's math. We ain't talking about math. No, we're talking about an expression. When I do this over 1, this is the incommencerability of perfection. This is the ancient principle is. It's also the basis for life. This is the frigging water molecule. You feel me? You feel me, boys and girls? You feel me? H2O. Water. Do you get me? Do you feel me now? If you like this video,